Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. Today we're going to be continuing with the mission set the Harbingers of Hate. This mission is called The Last Port on Nereus III, so we'll jump right into it and I'll cover a little bit about what happened last time. So, in the last one we went to Nereus IV. We'd been previously told by Ragna that Nereus IV and Nereus III were the ones hardest hit by the Black Legion's invasion. So Nereus IV was the first port of call. We came across the fact that the Astra Militarum's HQ had been overrun by the Black Legion, and High Marshal Corte, we had asked about him and he'd been captured. So our prerogative was to try and find him and set him free. Now, whilst we were on the planet, we encountered a transmission from High Marshal Albrecht Corte for all Astra Militarum to just surrender, which was a little strange.
Nereus III and bolstered the defenses personally, but the battle here looks like a sideshow.
I humbly disagree, Inquisitor. This is an isolated backwater world with a single functional void port. Losing the only connection to the Imperium would be a logistical nightmare, not to mention the psychological impact. You must silence the Black Legion artillery before the void shields fail.
The thriving rogue trader Harbinger besieged void port has nothing to do with your priorities.
What can I say, Inquisitor? We are who we are.
Okay, looks like I'm on a kind of time limit then. It's interesting. Anyway, yeah, in the last episode, when we found High Marshal Corte, he appeared to have some sort of like essence of the warp or something around him. You could see a purple aura to him. And we found various Black Legion Marines, and also found one that seemed to remind me of the Word Bearers from the campaign, the red armour, which was interesting, but it turns out he was just a sorcerer. So his name was Mordecai, the Mindwarper. Makes sense for him controlling the High Marshal to transmit messages to tell the Astra Militarum to surrender. I mean, it makes it easier then for the Black Legion just to swamp through, right? And claim Nereus IV for their own. Interestingly though, we had a morality choice upon getting to the High Marshal after killing the Sorcerer. Which was quite strange because we had them in like the main campaign. And I couldn't remember... I can't remember all the decisions I made. I feel like I might have made one Puritan choice and the rest were radical. No, the radical choices seem to be that I'm just going around letting people live, basically, despite what's happened. Being an understanding, nice guy. So on this occasion we had the Puritan option, which was to kill the High Marshal, because it's still his fault that, you know, everything's gone tits up. And if he's telling people to surrender, it's still heresy or whatever. And the radical choice was to be like, well, you know, I mean, his mind is uninitiated for the warps, so we'll let him live, because we can't expect him to be able to handle it.
The void shields protecting the void port are working at 32% efficiency, detecting increasing fluctuation in the dispersion patterns.
It's interesting that for Nereus III here, instead of coming to say where the main invasion force is, Ragna seemed to want it to direct us to a void port. Now, she was associated with rogue traders before helping us in the Inquisition, so we had our questions, as you saw in the little dialogue exchange, about her intentions here, really. Like, is this more of a personal thing to her than, say, what is actually needed to help the Imperium? But either way, here we are dealing with this. And, you know, it seems serious, to be fair, so... Alright, let's go through and smash these boys.
Forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required.
Oh, a little recon squad, thanks. I see a chest. Oh, I should probably come back for that, but I think the demolition right now is the more important thing.
Reconnaissance force relieved. Send basic. Follow and protect order. to
Let's
the
go!
survivors.
Damn, that marine just got clapped. Dead. Interact with this, sort this out. But yeah, anyway, now that I think about it, back to the talk of the radical and Puritan choices. So I chose the radical choice again, but because I recall I kept making radical choices in the campaign, I feel like I might have made one Puritan choice early on or something. Anyway, it unlocks the radical passive skill tree. So your choices in the campaign do affect whether or not you get access to a skill tree, by the seams of it anyway. But there's 3 skills within that skill tree for the radical one that I still don't have access to. Now, my thought process is that, well, if I unlock that, the next time, if I do the radical choice again, the next time I level up, will I be able to have access to the rest of that tree? So, we'll see. I've not leveled up yet, again, so I can't really comment on whether or not that's possible now, but we'll see when I level up, if I remember. I'm coming in, boys. Dead as hell. Our little Imperial Recon squad. Get them Astra Militar and boys up in here. Allied deaths was 4 for it.
Black Legion artillery has been eliminated. The void port is safe, for now. I hope our rogue traitor friends will be grateful, Captain.
They aren't our friends, Inquisitor. They are the ones who owe us a favor.
True. Right. That marks the end of this episode. So leave a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.